feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Somebody have Boom join, because he was explaining this to me and we were doing a podcast about it. I told him I wanted him to explain this to me on a stream, because obviously we've all seen the messages. We're talking about the Anthony Edwards stuff. Yeah, give me 1 second, child. Where's this Anthony Edwards shit at?
Is Boom traveling?
Hmm?
I said Boom might be traveling right now.
Nah, he made it back to Florida. Wait, where the fuck is this thing?
Yo, Ak, we got a couple chat queens finna join right now, bro.
Oh, okay. What am I typing in? Okay, let me see if I can get a. Is this not playing?
Last subject before I go to break, and it involves Minnesota Timberwolves star guard Anthony Edwards. He's in the news for the wrong reasons, ladies and gentlemen. He's publicly walking back comments he made to a woman which appears to urge her to have an abortion. Now, I don't talk about stuff like this, but he commented on it. He's the 22-year-old Minnesota Timberwolves star, and he was put on blast in a series of social media posts this weekend by a Paige Jordan, or Jordae, Jordae, who has more than 1 million followers. And naturally, she shared a recent text conversation that she says lays out Edwards' wishes to terminate her pregnancy. The woman also shared a screenshot of a $100,000 wire transfer appearing to be from the former #1 overall pick after providing proof of the procedure. Edwards issued a statement today on his social media account addressing the alleged text message thread shared between him and the woman, saying, quote, "I made comments in the heat of the moment that are not me and that are not aligned with what I believe and who I want to be as a man," he wrote. "All women should be supported and empowered to make their own decisions about their bodies and what is best for them. I am handling my personal matters privately and will not be commenting on them any further at this moment in time." Edwards, whose first-place Timberwolves play the Heat in Miami tonight, is having his best year yet in his 4th NBA season, in case y'all didn't know, averaging 24 points per game. Let me say this. Anthony Edwards had to apologize because he is a public figure. Having said that, once again, here's the bigger lesson to be learned. Guard who you deal with. Once again, I'm singing that same old dance. It's none of our damn business who Anthony Davis is screwing around with, who he impregnated. He has a relationship with this woman, and she put him on blast. She took text messages and revealed them to the public. I'm starting to wonder what repercussions somebody can have for having their privacy violated.
Talk about it.
That's what I'm wondering about.
Talk about it.
I'm not casting any...
Talk about it. Talk about it, Stephen A. You got all these scallywags out here just saying all type of shit, man. You know how much my privacy has been violated by women? You know how many lies about me have been circulating? Which, by the way, if I spread those lies about anybody else, I would be sued. You know, there's a lie going around that I have herpes. Which the people who have said it are broke. And also, the woman who put out a picture then said, well, I didn't make no claims. People made that up. So now my privacy is out there. People are making up all type of things against me. And all I got to do is, well, you're famous. You're rich. Just take it. You become like a fucking perennial victim to most of these things. Even with like the thing with even with the whole thing with Jade, makes up a complete lie. If you listen to her and I said, why the fuck you made that up? You know what she said? Well, you were talking about Cardi B beating up me and my sister didn't get beat up, so you said some fake stuff about me. I'm gonna say fake stuff about you. That's it. They don't care. They don't care. You get what I mean? So it's like, you know, most women now, like, for example, think about that other girl from like last week. She, after couldn't get a laptop from me, and then because she's getting harassed by another woman, which I'm not even telling any woman to harass her, she makes up like, oh, yeah, Ak was fucking with me underage. No, it wasn't. You're lying. You're making up a lie. But there is no type of recourse for the person who is popular. This girl, Paige, she's hitting me up, other people up. She's down to get on and keep talking about this. Granted, like, this may be true, but it should be his personal business and her personal business. Women these days, if they can't weaponize the truth that supposedly should be private, they weaponize a public lie. And here's the thing, too. When people hear a public lie, they don't want to be like, oh, nah. My nigga, like, put like this. They still, and really, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just waiting until the right outlet says it. And I'm definitely gonna sue somebody. Somebody gotta get sued. I'm gonna wait for the right outlet that has money to say it. Right? Because the people saying it now are broke. So, like, when that whole picture came out and I said, listen, oh, I had ingrown hairs. That's the reason why I took the picture. It was like on my stomach. I was like working out, then I don't know if it was sweat. Anyways, ingrown hairs. Everybody then said it was herpes. So I'm like, all right. Okay, fans say it. I can't sue a fan. So now I got to sit here and wait. Like, I got to play the waiting game on some Cardi B shit. I got to wait for the right motherfucker that actually got something. And here's the thing. Because I think Tasha K had said something to maybe close to that was she said some other shit about me. That I had women playing in my booty hole with their fingers. Of course I want to sue, but then there's 10 people in line to collect money from her. So she don't care if she get another lawsuit. She don't care. So I can't even sue. Well, I mean, I could. But Cardi's collecting from her. She's racked up a couple more lawsuits. It's like there's nothing to gain. So now I'm sitting over here like, okay, people get to lie on me. Like, then you have somebody like Selena. Just lies all fucking day. This. But I know when she's lying is when her bag is low. These are women who get little money, run through it, get broke, make up lies.
Yo, Ak, just real quick, my bad. It's a couple chat queens in here.
How y'all doing?
Yo, Sophia, unmute.
Yo. Hey, Ak. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, by the way, somebody says, yo, you did it to Blueface.
Yeah.
What did I do to Blueface? All the stuff I said about Blueface with the house stuff, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, Wack even told me this. Wack was like, yo, Ak, this is a fact. Wack told me, was like, yo, Ak, you know I know you're good? He's like, yeah, we deflected it to save face, but he's like, when you went on your stream with the eviction paper for Blueface's house, he's like, nigga, that's the first time I was made aware that the house was going into foreclosure. He said, actually, if you didn't make the video, we would have lost the house. I think they're doing something with the house now. They said, we would have lost the house because he said, Blueface never told me about it. So he says, we saw your video, and then we're like, what the fuck? We look at it, and it was. And then he said, I got to run behind that, go handle that. So I ain't lying about that. Anyway.
Burgess, we live in a society, ladies and gentlemen. If Anthony Davis wanted her to have an abortion, respectfully, that's his business. We have
See, that's another thing too, because I think so many people are like vilifying him for asking her to have abortion. And I'm glad we have some chat queens in here. Is it a problem if you know, or have you been in a situation where maybe you're pregnant or maybe you don't know if you're pregnant and you have that conversation with the guy who you had sex with about having an abortion? Everyone's had that talk, right? No?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
What's the limitations to that? Like, you know what I mean? You know, obviously, I think when it comes to women giving birth, men have limited rights or say so. How does that conversation, or how do you even see that conversation? Or do you think it's disrespectful if a man seemingly, because like, I'm gonna lie, I've been one of the people who have been like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear, bro, I don't want to have a kid right now, bro, like, stop, bro, I don't want to have a kid, bro, child, yo, bro, stop, bro, like, one of those, like, you know, when a girl's trying to get you to accept the fact that she's like, she might have your kid, you're like, nah, fuck that. Like, yeah, that's definitely been me. I don't think that's anything that wrong. Is that offensive to a female?
Me personally, I don't think it's offensive. I feel like if a man don't want to have a kid, you as a woman shouldn't sit there and trap him. So if you trap a nigga and he ends up leaving you, that's on you at the end of the day. You can't sit here and talk about niggas ain't shit when he clearly told you he don't want a kid. So if you choosing to keep it when there's abortions and shit, like, that's on you. That's me personally. And I would want my nigga to communicate with me.
And ladies, there is birth control.
Yeah, that too.
Hello, been on it for 6 years in my relationship.
Like,
Birth control is key. If you don't want a child, don't have one.
Yeah, like if you know the nigga don't want a kid, don't sit there and trap him. It's that simple. And if he don't want to be with you and don't want to support it, like, at the end, that's on you. Like, it is what it is.
Is there ever a time where someone could, like, because I think people are also upset that he offered money, and like, I didn't read all the messages, but it feels like she was also soliciting money, saying, hey, listen, you know, are you gonna like kind of take care of me? Like, I kid you not, and this is a real story. Well, actually, this girl lied about the pregnancy. I think I've told you all, I've given you guys all this story before, but I was down to pay for a girl's like back rent just for her to get it done. And I ain't gonna lie, like, it was such a long drawn out process over a couple of weeks. I could tell she was almost like extorting me. Like, it was like, hey, I'll get the abortion done, but like, I don't want to go back to my mom's house and I'm getting evicted. And yeah, you know, if I get this abortion, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck, all right, okay. How much you back on your rent? All right, cool. I got you, my nigga. You know what I mean? I felt like it was extortion, to keep it real. But it's like hustle politics. Like, have y'all ever used the fact that maybe you're pregnant to, like, I'm not saying like extort money out of a guy, but you know, sometimes when a nigga not trying to have a kid, a nigga sound desperate as fuck.
No.
I mean,
No.
This is
this
is Biza, and I just feel like, why even get to that point? Because even if you do it the morning after pill, your body's like, it's you still go through a lot of changes. So it's like the men, y'all don't understand how it feels on our end. Like, y'all just like, okay, just get rid of it, that's it. But it's so much stuff that goes with doing that. So I just feel like if you just I mean, I know no one likes to use a condom, but you got to do other preventive measures, like, for both parties.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, make sure you know that she is on birth control.
Or make,
you know,
hey, I think
it ain't nothing wrong with a nigga offering money for you to get your shit done. It's like broke niggas out here who wouldn't give you shit. So if a nigga offering you money to do something, like, you better go do it.
Hey, but if the nigga worth 100 million, would you still have that same reticent? Like, the nigga worth a couple of M's.
Hey, by the way, hold on, right before you answer that question, because I want to give Chad some context. I'll bring up the woman in question. Her name is Dream Page. I'll bring up her page on the screen afterwards. But let me just read these messages. These are comedy, and obviously, like, you know, again, if anybody's ever had those texts, you know, the yo, I'm late text or whatever the case is. It gets tense. But anyway, I guess she's pregnant at this point. Listen to this. So she says, I still have an appointment on the 27th. And he said, hell nah, I can't do this. So she says, so what now? She said, what a great response. He says, yo, get an abortion. She says, honestly, I had an abortion with my son around 2 years ago, and I regret it every day. And he said, man, you can't force a kid in the world. Yo, I'm not going to lie. This guy he's something else. And he says, you don't even know what it is yet, which is kind of true. Like, it's true. So she responds back by saying, that's not the point. I said I had an abortion 2 years ago, and I regret it. He says, yeah, but I don't want a kid. Then she says, yo, being cool to you is just going to get an abortion by myself. You're not going to do shit and going about your day. That's being cool to you. Obviously, you've been through this before, just by your reaction. Then he says, I will send you money to help you out. Yo, he's straight to the point. I kid you not. Like me, I'm going to act like I care a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Because I do know it's emotionally, like, you're going through some emotional shit. She says, I ain't asked for it, but okay. You just don't want a baby? Is that why you're saying all this? Because I've been cool with you. He says, I don't want kids. He said, let's handle this like grown-ups. She says, okay, I'm not trying to force you to be a dad to a baby you don't want. I just don't like abortions. That doesn't make me wrong. If you really don't want to do this, then fine, I won't. Then he says to her, yo, just take the pills. She says, yo, you don't care about no one but you? He says, yo, you got the money. What's the hold up? Yo, because you finna make this a problem. And she says, yo, finna make what a problem exactly? I don't give a fuck. I've been nice this whole time. I don't bother you. I don't cause no problems. I don't speak. They said, don't speak to me like that. I told you I would because you want me to. So that's you talking about a life. Just be somewhat understanding. I told you I'll be home soon. I guess like she went to get the pills. Now he's telling her, hurry up and take them bitches, okay? He want her to pop them shits like Flintstone vitamins. She says, he says, okay, just make sure I get a video of the box with the right pills. And she says, what other pills would they be, Anthony? He said, yo, just making sure. So she sends him the video. Yo, this is crazy. She sends him the video. And then she says to him, so I send you what you asked, then it's fuck me. You're going to ignore me now? He says, my attorney gonna handle it. He says, you said we were handling it ourselves, and then when I do my part, you turn. So your attorney hasn't even responded. Just do what you said you were gonna do. I did my part. By the way, I guess he promised her $100,000. $100,000, ladies, $100,000. Are you getting the abortion or not?
Hey, yeah, this is me. Kat. If I'm
It ain't even
treated
getting
like
to
that,
that.
I'd rather
It's
just
not
take the
even getting to
100K.
that.
Hold on, one at a time, please.
Oh, I woke up. I'm here. The lawyer. Who's my
Wait.
shit. I gotta get a banana.
Wait. So 100,000. Say like you kind of wanted to have the kid, or let's just keep it in reality terms. You get pregnant for an NBA player. Say you were fucking with him, right? Clearly, y'all fucking enough where he's fucking you raw, nutsing you sometime. This time you get pregnant. It's an NBA player. Homie's making like $100 million. Over a couple of years. What are you doing? He offers you $100,000 to get rid of it.
Hey, can I go based on that conversation?
Yeah.
Based on that conversation and that girl's IQ, I'll just shut the fuck up and take the 100,000 if I was in her footsteps, because the way he's talking to her is straight. Like if she was just straight up or not. Like I don't know if in the beginning of the relationship they came to terms to, like, he told her from the get, I don't want no kids. So from there she should have known, like, am I gonna have my pussy on, like, let this dick drill me? She bugging. I'm gonna keep it moving. And she sounds real slow. I don't know how old is she, but yeah.
But
And
if
they
you
might
don't want
hate
a
me for
baby,
this,
why he
but
nothing in there?
you sound like a
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. All right, that's a good point. You said if he doesn't want a baby, why nut in her?
But it goes both ways too.
It takes two.
Yeah.
And by the way, and I'm playing devil's advocate here a little bit. And all my men who are either in the call or in the chat, I want y'all to attest to this. First of all, it don't take too much convincing for a man to nut in a woman. Like, put like this. A woman has told me, hey, I know my cycle. Today I can't get pregnant, nothing me.
No.
Well, I wouldn't do it now. But like women have sometimes like convinced dudes to nut in them. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying
and
that.
bitches be lying, bro. They be like, oh, I'm on birth control, and they be lying the whole time.
Mhm. That's why I said you have to fact check.
So you telling me girls be walking around all fertile out here? There's not a chance that you might nut and you might not go swim.
Wait.
Hey,
But I mean, I
let's
feel
not
like a
act
guy
like
not gonna do it
let's
with
not act
somebody
like when you nut in a bitch and hit different.
But I feel like a
Like,
nigga
mouth
not gonna
pulling
do
out
that
and
with
hit
somebody.
different.
Wale, hold on.
Even when you nut in a bitch, like you still at the end of the day, there's still so many things you can do to not get pregnant. Like you can still sit there and
you can punch the bitch in the stomach, hit her with a pan. It's a
all
lot
right,
of
yo, you wildin', you wildin'.
That's extreme, buddy.
You wildin'.
But I feel like with a guy, a nigga not gonna nut in somebody who he don't feel like he's willing to take that chance with. Like even if she ugly, she probably got good pussy. If she pretty, he like, well, shit. If you don't get the abortion, well, you know, I just feel like he ain't gonna do it with somebody he totally don't want a baby with.
Hey, yo, so we're having this. Me and Boom should have streamed yesterday. We're having this conversation like off camera, and I ain't gonna lie to you. And this is kind of, I think many of us men act like this. And by the way, one in the chat if this is describes you at a time, or maybe I'm just tweaking. Like at a point in my life, not now. At a point in my life, I definitely used to pick who, like, say on like. Well, first of all, I don't know if everybody's nutting in chicks on first link type shit, but I would have picked based on how bad. If you bad as fuck, I'm nutting you. If you mid,
That's some
nah.
bucket shit.
If you mid, I'm pulling out. If you ugly, trust me, I might have 5 condoms on. I can't even take the chance.
Facts.
Hey, if I feel like I gotta wear a condom with a bitch, I'm not gonna fuck with.
Yo, all right. So act me personally. Like I didn't had to argue with a female like about like okay, yeah, we was having a good time, like we was smashing whatever, but then she did end up pregnant, and I'm like, okay, well, like go handle it. Like what the fuck? Like, I told you I didn't want no kids. Like I know that sounds crazy to say or disrespectful or whatever, but it's like yo, like shorty, I told you I didn't want no kids, and then like that shit turned into a whole argument. But it's like yo, shorty, I'm telling you I don't want a kid with you. So why would you have a kid?
Yeah, I've learned that
Again, why would you nut in her then? Like without
You didn't wear
knowing
no
that she's
condoms
on
and
birth
she was
control.
with it, so
That's
it's kind of like, damn.
Y'all could say like y'all could say that like oh why you didn't wear a condom, but that's the same thing like shorty, why you didn't ask me to put a condom on?
Yo,
like,
by the
No, I'm saying like in most situations, like in yours, then your like situation right now, like both of y'all kind of knew because you told her ahead of time. I'm assuming you said before y'all fuck, like, hey, if shit go left, you already know like what time it is, getting like you gonna get that cash app. If you say that before and she's still with the shit, like that's on her. But
shorty, I'm trying to tell you,
you know, yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, shorty, I'm trying to tell you like I did like I said it beforehand. Everything happened, and shorty ended up pregnant. And then when I said go handle it, it was an argument. Like, oh no, like I don't want to do that, and like my morals and like I'm gonna feel bad, my conscience. But it's like, yo, like we had the conversation first, and you still like trying to argue with me about like, oh, I want to keep it. Like that shit crazy.
Maybe it's the approach. Maybe you need to approach her a little bit more, you know.
By the way, let me ask this question real quick. So, all right, is it equal or is it on either sex a little bit more? Like, for example, all right, y'all fucking or like y'all about to fuck for the first time or whatever. Because I'm always like I'm a little weirded out when a girl don't even mention condom. Like she's looking at me like, yeah, if you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't want to wear it, fuck it. I'm like, I usually expect women to more. I expect women once we get to that point of like whatever before insertion, she's like, yo, you got a condom. If a girl don't say that, I know she'll.
Yeah,
if she don't even say it, like
it's equal.
Man, that's not true. That's not true. That is not true.
A girl don't even say you got a condom.
Do y'all want a girl to suck your dick with a condom on?
No, we're not talking about sucking dick. We're not talking about sucking dick, bro. We talking about fucking.
Hey, I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna eat a bitch
Oh
pussy,
my
why the fuck
goodness.
I need to put a condom on? I done ate her
Paulette, we
out.
know
So,
you
so
like
you
to
just
eat
gonna
pussy
fuck
when it's
random
bleeding,
hoes
my
raw? That's
guy.
what you're
You like
telling
to eat
me.
pussy when it's
Right?
Nigga, I
bleeding.
don't fuck
All
random
right.
bitches though. But I'm
Nah, yeah,
saying,
Sophia,
If
don't crash
But
out. Don't
trap
crash out.
yo
alleys,
yo if
No,
a
I'm
trap
not
if
alleys,
crashing out.
yes.
I'm asking. What are you talking about?
yo if a girl doesn't at least like bring it up, and by the way, we might still not use it, but still like if you bring it up, I'm like, okay, maybe you have been responsible before, because I know sometimes like I think it's more on the woman to kind of ask, because it tells me a lot about you. If you just letting a lot of niggas link you and fuck you first time link raw, like this is crazy. Like
Fact.
yo, I don't know. I don't know. There's not no amount of douche in the world that could really like cleanse what you probably got going on.
But I
That's
mean, you
that
don't
trap
think as a
act.
guy it's crazy for them to be fucking the female raw first link?
Yeah, diseases is running
Like it's the
rapid.
same
Like this
shit.
Well,
2023.
maybe I'm
Yeah,
a little
but guys are
biased, but
stupid. So
Bro,
I'm a
hey,
catching
but
disease,
what if the
fucking a bitch
vibes
raw.
is? See, man, I
Look,
don't look at a chick a
I
hoe for
feel
hit
like
on the
as a
first
woman,
night.
you
hey,
should know better.
I'm a little bit
bro,
biased,
cat.
but according to the stats, they say like in unprotected sex, women are more susceptible to catching an STD.
Of
So,
course, because our pussy's like an oven, and it's like
Yeah,
you're
it's
stupid if you're gonna
open.
let
oh,
somebody
okay.
come
It's
in
Yeah.
and
open
So
do
or
if
that.
we
closed.
So it's
acknowledging
like
that, right? If we're
it's up
acknowledging
to
that,
you.
a woman should wanna use protection more than a guy. A woman should like. So when I see a
Hell
girl,
yeah.
On God.
you know what I
Yo,
mean?
But
your pussy's cooking is always hot. That shit is like an oven, so it's cooking up all that cum and all the
oh
diseases and
Jesus.
all that shit. So it's like straight
Hey,
But
STD.
yo.
So
I,
if a bitch let a nigga nut in her raw, whether he got money or whatever, the bitch is dirty. I don't care. And the nigga's dirtier for even inserting his dick in that tunnel.
I
Yes.
feel like it's equal because the women too, they're not gonna
Facts.
sit up here and go raw with just an ugly nigga either. Like she gonna
Yeah.
go raw
Oh.
with a nigga she really like. So it's 50-50 for me. I feel like
And
it's
that
equal.
succubus shit is real. Like you can't be just fucking anybody. You be
No.
catching some weird shit, then you got your whole life all salty and shit. You don't know why, and it's because you can't stop fucking.
And
And a
by the
lot of
way,
bitches go in relationship expecting to change a nigga, like knowing exactly how he
No
is, but
bullshit.
Heck,
expecting to
Mhm.
change the nigga down the line, and that's where they fuck up.
and by the
And
way,
they gotta know where
yeah,
they stand at too.
and by
Because
the way,
if you just gonna
and
be
yeah.
fucking, just sell that shit.
anything but
That's like that.
norm. Anything but norms
That's
sent in a donation, and I want to hear y'all opinion on this. And whoever was about to speak, I'll let you continue your thought afterwards.
okay.
They said he said, you know what I don't understand. By the way, this is a woman, chat queen that sent it in. She says, you know what I don't understand? If a man asks you to have an abortion and you don't have the abortion, why the hell should the person have to pay child support? Because it was your decision alone. Do you women agree
Well,
with that?
Oh
I
God.
actually agree
I
that
still
Mm,
think it's
I
50-50.
kind of agree with him. If I have a kid and I choose to have the kid, and they told me not to have the kid, me is gonna be me and that kid alone. Because why the fuck I'm gonna bring that toxic shit around him? You never wanted the kid around. So it's like I'm gonna bring that kid and then he's gonna know he was unwanted. So then he's gonna grow up scorned. I'm gonna bring another fucking piece of shit statistic to the fucking society. Nah, just avoid that shit. Take the 100,000 and keep it moving. Continue to do what you do.
I feel like it's 50-50 because, like X said, like if he don't like the chick and she ugly, he gonna wear about 4 condoms. Like I feel like at the end of the day, it's on both. And then earlier,
Mhm.
I was gonna say too, you got to look at that situation with NLE chopping his baby mama. Like he told her what it was, and you know what I'm saying. He's somebody he didn't want a baby, but he was super happy at the hospital, or even Blueface and
Mhm.
Krishan. Like it's just a lot of toxicity, you know.
But they were in
Yeah,
a
as
relationship.
hey, by the way, as you mentioned that, I do know some people, and I think this is women and men alike. Some people, their quote unquote love language, they be talking about, yo, when you gonna let me nut in you? When you gonna do this? Yo, I want you to have my
Mhm.
baby. And I ain't gonna lie, that might gas somebody's head up like, yo, this motherfucker wanna have a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I
Mhm.
know some of y'all, I know one of y'all women in here have definitely
Hey,
told a guy that, yo, I want when we fuck for you to nut me, and you had no plans of having a kid with the dude.
but yeah, you was most likely on birth control if you did that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely on that next planon.
Okay. Hmm. So, so,
I
so
mean, being realistic, we all had a man that say that to us. But I
Yeah.
want to circle back though, because I feel like the situation when y'all was talking about like how women see pregnancy versus as a male, I feel like men don't understand the physical and emotional changes that women have while they're pregnant,
Yes,
That's a
whether
yes.
you
fact. You turn
consent
into a
or
whole
not.
animal.
I mean, not, whether you consent to having the baby or not, but like you're not a man. They just be like, oh fuck you, like bitch, kill that baby. It's not that simple.
Yeah,
Bro,
Going
you
exactly.
live
having
with
an
that
abortion
I
DNA
has
mean,
for the
it
rest
is,
of your life.
it is that simple, to be honest. Because if you're gonna sit there and spread your legs to get nutted in, then you gotta go and get that Plan B
So
or
have
do
you had
whatever
an
you gotta
abortion
do.
before?
And you
But
gotta deal with
I'm
the
saying
That's what I'm talking
physically
about.
consequences
that
too.
simple, like the things that you go through when you're having an abortion, like the physical symptoms that you have as
Yeah.
a woman when you're
Well,
going
but
through
that's the
that. Let's not talk
consequences to
about
you wanting to
what is
spread your
called
legs.
Let's
You
not
feel
talk
me?
about the
ectopic
emotional
pregnancy.
and the conscious.
Wait,
No, but
Wait, I'm
go
that's
ahead.
sorry.
like
You could talk.
My
I'm just
bad. You
saying
gotta live
that's
with
like if
the
you're gonna do certain shit in life, you gotta prepare for the consequences. You can't just sit there and cry about it. Like,
yup, and then you got a conscience, and then you're gonna be a walking tombstone. Cause that
But that's
shit,
what
that
I say. It should,
DNA
like
be
you a
in
grown
your
ass
body
woman,
till you
bro.
die.
but it should be preventive measures on both ends. That's why I said that. Because even when you
Yes.
take the more than after pill and stuff like that, like the
Yeah,
cramps
but
is crazy. Then you get 2 cycles, and you go through all these emotions, and like it's just a lot. And then spiritually too. That's just like don't nobody
Well,
think about that no
exactly.
more. It's just
You
sex
should
to
have
It's
never
me.
not
put yourself
Sims.
of
in
You
that
course
just
it's
don't
a
you
position.
just
lot.
don't fucking have a baby like instantly. This is not Sims. You know?
And then people,
You,
I don't
Babies
know,
are not
these
created and generated like that. Like,
people
there's
just
a
yeah,
do
lot of
things
steps
and they
yeah.
that
don't
come
think.
into it. A female pregnant for 9 months, her physical attraction is her physical body is changing. Like everything is changing. Her mental, she has
Yeah,
more hormones. So
yeah.
I just feel like, man, y'all don't go through that. Like y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all fuck like y'all fucking y'all cut. That's it. Y'all a baby on the way, y'all don't feel it. But a
Well, all right,
female is
That's a
just
hold
fact.
on.
different.
All right,
I mean,
That's just as dumb
I
as
I
mean,
didn't
nothing
think
not
I
even
told
what
to
I would
that.
say.
ask
Wait,
is
wait,
this:
hold on. Let Act talk. Let
at,
Act talk.
at what point? So, for example, like obviously, if I'm pretty sure all y'all are down to take like a Plan B, even if it fucks up like I mean, certain changes or certain things with your body. But like when y'all talking about like these emotional and other type of connections to like having an abortion, are we talking about at a certain point, or like when we're talking about it where like it's literally like a fucking like tip of a needle, like it's like
bro.
nothing?
That shit
Yeah,
lives with
well,
you.
first of all, they're talking bullshit because at the end of the day, you knew exactly what you was doing when you was spreading your legs. Don't sit here and cry about shit afterwards, talking about, oh, you don't
That's
know what we
another
go through.
thing.
Like you put yourself in that position, bro. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, I get it.
On the
Because
other
Now,
even with
hand,
my,
I
there's
want to
women
ask
that
you
go through
something.
stuff after
even
the
with
fact that they get pregnant and it's like, like a couple months in and they can't get an abortion. That's a little bit different. That's a different scenario if you mean like to make it like actually like a sad part where you don't know. Because there's times that women don't know that they're pregnant. Literally, it's like it's ridiculous, but you could go like 6 months, 7 months, get your period every month, and not know you're
And
pregnant.
I know that's a fact.
That's super rare though. That's super
but
rare. You talking about a minority? Like that's super rare. That doesn't really happen like that.
I
Like
know.
a
I
I
lot of
feel
think
the
like
the
times
they
you
emotional
should
just be
go
attachment
getting
come
through
nutted.
it.
because you're
Hey,
creating
real quick,
something within
real
you.
quick, ladies, real quick. Like, could we please speak one at a time? And if Act starts talking, can y'all please let him talk?
By the way, in terms of like pregnancy too, and I've seen like games being played. Like I think this is kind of cut and dry in the message we're reading, but I know women who they'll use that as leverage. Like for example, the relationship's on the rocks, right? And now this is one of those things to kind of like prolong being with the person. Or I've seen also likewise on the other side where a guy like you trying to get her to get an abortion, she not really trying to do it, but she love you. You might have to tell like, yo, you have this kid, I'm out. Like this relationship done. Like so we can't really rock out together no more. You know what I mean? So like their relationship, as I'm seeing it being messaged in this like chat, it kind of look dry. Like they're just fucking. It don't look like, oh, okay, we would be even open to having any type of thing about pregnancy. It don't even look like it was his girl, to be honest. Because if this was his girl, he wouldn't be talking so dry and like, talk to my attorney, this and third. He would at least trying to care about her emotions. He seems super dry.
And that's her fault. Like that situation is her fault in general. Like being in that situation when you knew that if he's talking to you like this, like it's clear day. Like
well, I can say I was a young mom and I was under the age of 18, and my child's father, like he kept trying to get me pregnant after I had the baby, and I kept going to Planned Parenthood, getting Plan Bs. And at one point, like even at the under the age of 18, I was like, I can't keep doing this. Like I can't have my body keep going through this. So I put my own self on birth control. And that was that. So I kind of see, like, I still feel like it's 50-50. I feel like it's just preventive measures. But even me just being under the age of 18, I just knew that just wasn't gonna work.
That's interesting.
I agree with
Hey,
you.
you know something though? These be the same girls. Like, I don't get me wrong. I pay for a fair share of abortions in my lifetime, and I'm over 5 in my lifetime paying for them. These chicks would go get an abortion, less than a week later, give another nigga that haunted pussy. Like, I'm dead ass, bro. No, I've been in a situation, man. I had a situation where a girl made me eat some haunted pussy, but I ain't found out about it because she ain't tell me. One of my homies tell me.
Hey, by the way,
oh,
you
yo,
being
so
all
got a
sorts of
pregnant.
shit, man.
Hey, I want to ask a question.
That's legit.
Hey, I want to ask a question. Would y'all let anyone but your like boyfriend nut you? Like, say you got a
No.
sneaky link, or like you got a little roster, whatever you got. So only your boyfriend you would let nut you.
And it depends how long that's my boyfriend.
Exactly. How long I've been
I done
with
heard.
him.
I done heard like three.
Lying.
I done heard. Yeah, boom. I done heard 3 or 4 of them say no.
Y'all
Boom. I done
lying
heard
for
3 or
real.
4 of them say no.
Clock out. Women are the best liars, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Bruh,
Women lie so
I
good.
done heard 3 or 4 of them say no,
What?
nigga, and I done nutted in mad bitches the first night I met them, bro. It's like, y'all
That's
lying right
disgusting,
now,
but
bro.
you right.
I mean, we
Everybody
all
not
know
the
majority
same.
of
But
females are hoes. We know
Of
that.
course they lying, bro. Of course they lying. If they fucking real, baby, they
Yeah,
Where
I'm
trying to
gonna
did
get
be
you
honest
bread.
with you
meet
though.
her?
Like,
Bug hat.
especially when you mid stroke with a girl, especially if y'all raw. Like, I'm like even that little conversation there. I never hear a girl be like, nah, you just can't nothing to me. They'll be like, yo, well, I'm gonna have to get a plan B, or hey, I'm now on birth control. But y'all are telling me that y'all are telling niggas do not nothing me. But are y'all fucking raw though?
No, I'm not. I'm not even having sex right now.
depends who you're talking
Oh my
about.
god, yo, bro.
Wait, you saying if you in a relationship?
But wait, I got a question. What do y'all niggas say when a bitch tell you don't fuck me raw? And you
Yo, I'm gonna lie to you. So I've been hitting some shit. When a girl says nothing to me, like that's just music to my ears. I'm gonna like sometimes you fucking a bitch like damn. It's like my dick is numb. This pussy ain't making me come. As soon
That
as she
don't scare
say nothing me, I said say no mas. Like it's over. Game over. Sometimes it's just like it's just freaky talk. That,
Okay,
like
but
she
act,
don't mean it. I don't
you
mean
playing
it.
Russian roulette.
Yo, act. We gotta get a real whore in here, bro. Every girl in here, they act too classy, bro. They capping it. Chat ain't believing. We need somebody that's gonna be
Oh,
actually
God.
honest about this shit, bro. Cause they being too
What was the question?
formal and
Can't
shit.
be
You know what I
mad
mean?
that we got good-hearted track queens, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
thank you.
I'm keeping it beam. That shit sound good. You know it's not true, bro. Deep down, you know it's not true.
Yo,
I
Oh
haven't
no.
had
Hey
sex in
yo,
like
hold
2
on.
years.
Hey yo,
What was
we
the
got a
question?
real demon in here. Yo, Mila, unmute, please.
Damn, that's how you describe her.
what's up?
Mila. So have you ever met a dude and had sex unprotected the first night? Yes or no? Please don't lie.
No.
All right, yo, boom, you right, bro. They all gonna lie, bro.
Bro,
I thought y'all was
Bro,
forced.
tell
that's
you, bro.
wild.
Like I understand y'all all ladies, y'all all are women. I respect that, but not all of y'all bitches just say, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting 6 months to fuck her all." Like, come on, bro. Like, really, bro?
Okay,
Hey,
that's very
I'm like
true.
this, yo. If
I
a
don't
bitch
think
make me
I
wear a
don't think
condom to
men
have
take
sex, I don't want the pussy. I'm gonna look at her and be like, if I got to put a condom on, that means I don't need to have that pussy.
I don't
It's your
think
But for
men
business.
me, you
take
gotta get
using
tested
a condom
first.
as serious as women do because we get our pH balance messed up by fucking raw. Y'all
Facts.
don't. So I
facts.
don't think y'all think about it as much as we do, in a
Do you
sense.
know how many pH balances I done fucking threw off? Like, what are you
And that's
talking
Like,
about?
you, but you're
Not
asking questions we
mine.
don't tell you.
bitches will risk that pH balance for some dick, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Facts.
I
Nah,
mean,
Not I.
yeah.
They don't care, bro.
crashing out.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of hoes out here, but like, there's a few good ones out here. You feel me?
And all y'all the good ones happily. Y'all happen all to be the good ones. Every woman in
W
here.
chat queens, man. W chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, chat
exactly.
Like,
queen.
what do you want us to do?
Listen,
You want us to be sitting here out here fucking? Like, what
but
do you want us
listen,
to
if
do?
you out here fucking, you can still be a chat queen, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm
The
saying
chat
like,
niggas put us
What if you're
on.
not?
Maybe what
Yo,
you want
boom,
to
you
ask
looking for
is,
some
would
bars?
you ever
That shot.
do that? Not have
Hey,
you ever done that? Because me
all I'm gonna
personally,
say is
I've
this,
never
bro.
done that.
I
But
mean,
would I?
Yo,
To have
that
the right
that
person,
pH
maybe.
balance shit is cap. Like y'all bitches need to just drink some water. Y'all be alright.
On
Don't
facts,
use
drink
that
some
pH balance
pineapple
shit.
juice, some cranberry juice.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
It's
but
more
what if
than
you're
just
what if
that
you're
though.
not?